Good morning, my brothers and sisters and my friends. Man, it's, Mogale, I love you so much. I love you, Kandiwale. I love you so much. I love you, my kids, so much. Like, this blind man testifies heart. He made me like a slave for 32 years. So he passed it to my daughters as well, to my kids. Because I gave him my daughter, Emnet, to be his daughter's godmother, okay? So now we're talking about this Fihira. That's fine, another name, okay? So this Fihira means a digger. It's like when you do data mining, you just dig off and you kind of like assemble all this disparate data from everywhere in your super computers, or if you wanna call them mainframes. So you just like so many those millions and billions of chunks of little space, like little data, there's data everywhere in the whole world. So you got this big data, motherfucker. Millions, billions, and trillions of data. Like, you put in your data warehouse, motherfucker. Okay, you connect them, you do your analysis, data modeling. Okay, so you come up with the solution. I love you, Mugwale. I love you, Kanwale. I love somebody. So this man was taking my kids as a hostage. Okay, so let's talk about this. That's why Mahari Fihira. Okay, Fihira means like this badger. Like everywhere they go to dig from the soil. That's what it means, Fihira. So this Shabia, this man, really the evilest creature. Okay, so we are talking about this Fihira. He's somewhere from this quality from Hazamu. Okay, and we go. So this yesterday, I talked to you about this Fihira calling Harun, okay? Harun, that the name. They like Hukma, they bite Hukma, house of the wisdom. Okay, so that's how we come. We got my sister Harina. Okay, so that was number one. Today I'm gonna talk about Senator. So this Senate, the original name is not hard. So this is digging of data mining, okay? Sierra, Mfara, out the clause, So the original name is Senai, okay? So Senai, Zeri, Senai. So Zeri Senai was kind of like a really petite, very kind of like dwarf, my classmate. Zera Senai, Rezene, Ato Rezene. They are from Adogara, okay? And this Adiwagara, Wagara are these people in Gondar, north of Gondar, near this Amacho, near this Jan Amora, all these people. So there are around 220,000 people. Okay, they are called Wagara province in Ethiopia. Okay, so we got a guy called Tedros Galla in London. He works some kind of garage in Brixton. Okay, so these people, they are originally from that. So these are militia soldiers for these Gondar kings royalty in the past. Okay. So these are people who came to our area to secure the caravan trade, all the trade from Adulis to Red Sea, from Indian Ocean, passing via Barganet, Halai, to Foro, Robahada, Zula, after Ayrafale. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna scream. So these are militia people who came there, so they settled that so that they can secure the trade route, my friend. Okay, economic superpower. So that they can take control of our village and everything. That's the trade route. That's the nerve center of Ethiopia. It's called Brr. The currency is us. Ndrabur, we the people. So these Adogara people are militia who came from near Amacho, near Jaramora. Okay. So this is amazing. So Zerasanai, Autorazana was my classmate, very short. They used to have this cafe in Adria. Okay, so the cafe had two doors, one facing to the east, so around Kaito, and the other one facing to the south. They say like to Ethiopia. I don't know why. I think they looked at it now, they're not having it. So his father was working this horse cart, donkey cart, kind of like as a means of living, my friend. So Ato Rozena was, I think he was a kind of, Ato means like this reverence he gives someone, Bishop kind of thing. Okay. So Ato Rozena. So Zarasanai was my classmate, his father, their son. And his older brother had this shop that he hired from the beside someone near our American hotel in front. So he was there as a kind of like security guard watching who's coming to our house, who's coming and who's going out, like spy eye. like a CCTV camera, okay? So back to the real beef of the story, okay? So in Eritrean local oral history, we got this Nuguso Delfo. Nuguse, oh, Nuguse, oh, Nuguse. Zana, Nuguse, oh, Nuguse, oh, Nuguse. Zana. And that dude, the Onena Nuguse, and so this is water, Asmari, okay? Asmari. So this Nuguso Delfo was from around Kwakit, near Hazom, okay? So this, he was kind of like foolhardy. Ra'asi Walenke El Solomon of Hamasin hired him. So he gave him his daughter. So, like, because she was very big guy, rebellious motherfucker. He was a fighter. He was scaring the hell out of all the people around, around Hazomo and all this Kwati area. Then he came to our area. So that's why his part told me was, after Rosen's dad was limping his leg. I think he hurt his leg while he was fighting this Nuguzo okay? So that's why he got this fight Maharif from that area, Kwatit area, that's Hazomo, Kola, singing. Sir night, because he knows already their son, okay? Zer means seed of Sanai. Okay, Sanai is a name that given for you ox. I don't know what it's the actual meaning. Sanai is like kind of like to wish all the good things in life. Like Sanai, Zer is Sanai, seed of Sanai, seed of good things. So from that male name came Sanai. Okay. So yesterday I told you about Harina, my sister. So how he appropriated, shall I use the word? So give that name Harina. And my sister called her daughter as well, Candleman. These people like that. So this is the guy, man. An official chronicler in music, man. He stirs the emotion of all these women, all these people, and he makes them quiet. He makes them quiet, literally. These people, he wants them to worship people who are dead, my friend. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so now I told you that yesterday. So this is what, my friend. This is data mining. Okay, intelligence. BI, business intelligence. You get it, okay? My children are really smart people. They're very smart. Extra smart. When I say smart, my friend, extra. More smarter than me, okay? So you listen to my kids, don't you? I love you so much. So this Sunday, so this that's why it's hard. Was telling me, I was in a book or Nugusen that work like Ogrus here one year, but Qatar is very nice somewhere. I don't know, in Basarama or I don't know what it is, okay? So this Nuguse was fighting, my friend. He broke the leg of everyone. I think at last, I think they killed him, all of the people of Akaluze as Guinean, okay? So Nuguse, what did it for? Okay, so this is Fashira and the Minister of Agriculture, Rafael Barra is from that area, okay? So this song was all Apa, okay? Ade Wagara, okay? Wagara. This is so after that, but I'm going. Ziom militia na watadat na negawas na Gondar ko ino pala tindikate like na beka militia na zi rubahadas masma megad na ingri na anti ku qatsoro negasat na Gondar sirdu no beka taasiyo malak militia ka khamzi camp na military camp ko mitado ado gara hum alok ma tartara tsalif hada zabete ko sare mfle beka tsalif hada le khapti tashu abtara rabbi okay. So these are the people of ado gara wagara. So who do we have? Barhe married his daughter, this Mamar Tala, who was my English teacher. I think they took him from Adaya and he came back as a fighter. So anyway, so Barhe Garakidan is my relative from Achadi, married his daughter, okay? So this is Adogara, my friend. This is Eyob Adogara following me everywhere. So this is it, my friend. So this is all about economy, my friend. Control of Barhina, the trade route, all the way to Forum, to Irafile, okay? To Geshem, Masawa. To Zula, to Afat, Komojo, to Ingle, whole trade, route of caravan trade in the past. Okay, that's how the only way they had the means. Like you use your camels, your horses, your mules, and everything. Okay, so the caravan trade to control the nerve center economy of East Africa, all the way to Indian Ocean to Mediterranean, to the Arab countries, to China, to North Europe, everywhere. So these Wagara people, there are 220,000 people in Wagara province in Ethiopia. So this village called Adogara is where these people came from. Huh? like so economic game, my friend. Economic game. So this Eritrean president made all these songs about emotional steering. Senai, Senai, so he's giving this to Senai. Senai Atorazene, Adogara, from this Wagara people. Okay? And they call it like Harina. These people are very smart. The whole strategy is bringing all these militia people to control the trade route of trade economy, all our villages, Barenet, all, Awone, now, Dar'a, Halay, Hadshadi, go to Alalayo, Ruba Hadas, Dbar, our area in Barenet. You go straight to Ruba Hadas, my friend. Trade center, roads of nerve of economy. So that's the whole game, guys. Okay, so I do hope I made my idea clearer and more kind of like digestible, understandable way. Okay, so the other one is like, we used to have this 7th grade when Shabia came in 91. So there was this teacher, kind of like his leg was amputated. His name was Ikalos. So like he was a teacher of history. The guy was so passionate about it. He used to play volleyball, my friend. Sometimes he used to use his crutch, okay? One leg amputated. I think it's right. It's right. I'm driving him, my friend. So the guy used to kind of like smash the ball, jumping like crazy. They used to have this like dust when they were playing volleyball. Sometimes they were telling us, "Hey, come join us." Like when they got this shortage of stuff. They are because when you play volleyball, you are 6 people on the left and 6 people on the right. Okay, so they used to play this game in this commissariat of Adre in Abba. So in English, it means commission of military administration of the whole of Akulu. Okay, so that's the area. You get my point? So it was a really beautiful Italian architecture villa. It had a court, kind of like open space. It was so many flowers, like these purple flowers everywhere. I do remember that area so vividly because I used to go as a kid. One of my uncles was commissioner of the area. Okay, so this is the place where this memory Carlo used to play with his colleagues. Like so, he got people like Al-Amin. I think he was kind of administrator, petty administrator, and there was with Yawu. All these people like Samara. He's a religious. Kind of like a attaché of this Ministry of Religious kind of department that liaises with the public kind of thing. He's in Asmara now. So remember, he was, I think, someone from Sanari Lehewa and all is going on. So these are people, my friends. So this area in the EDDC, EDDC, in our house, they used to watch this TV, like, about this David Attenborough. His borders, mama. He was just giving all these knowledge about his borders, mama. Birds of the skies, praise my friend. It's what David Attenborough, how he narrates his story. Like, he's got these cameras. That's how this David name came to be a prominence. You know what? I'm trying to link all this information so that he can make sense out of it. So that's why they go this little pigeon flying on his belly. Okay, how old is he, David Attenborough? I think he's 100 years old. So at South Lambeth Road, near this Wilcox Road, is the new library, where library. Okay, opposite this, what they call Trade Camp Road. Okay, where this David Attenborough, this billboard like this, Saddam Hussein, they put big picture on that. Just brow, like all the birds. The bird is just like on his belly, kind of thing. So this is why someone used to ask me to tell him he used to tell me so that I can take him to this Wilcox Road library. So I used to take him to the toilet because he's blind, my friend. Sometimes he's really fizzy. He doesn't wash his hands and he just puts because you have to when you're leading him, he has to put his hand there because he's old man, my friend. He cannot say come on and go wash your hand. He cannot say that, my friend. He's really arrogant, stupid man. So this is the guy, my friend, Fihira. That's why Fihira. I mean, this is from Maitamane, from this Almacho, all these Adogara people, bringing all these people. So this is history chronicling, my friend. They bury us alive while they chronicle their stories using music. And Harina. So all these people cry. Okay, so that's back to Mamadi Khan. So he was the guy who took us to this in 7th grade or 8th grade, I think, to Honda. So they used to have, I think we were 2 class. Okay, only 2 class, mind you, okay? So that time we were very children, my friend, very kids. Like we didn't take note of what he was trying to do. Like we were giggling, laughing, and flirting with the girls and the girls with us, all that kind of stuff. Because we were very young, we don't know how much the importance, the gravity of the history lesson he was giving us. But this is the guy, like he gave his leg, okay, for the independence of the Eritrea. History, my friend. Okay, so he gave his leg, my friend. So I have to just big him up and say thank you so much. So he explained all these fallen columns, like all these ancient Roman kind of column that he had there in Tonda. Okay, I took a lot of picture on my Facebook pages ago. So that's where memory column is. He column is like someone who can, like these people are just deserving. Okay, so this is the guy. They used to play all these volleyball. Was smart people, like we used to be kids and play with them, and like there was so much dust at this commissariat house in Kaba. So that time, I think he was Vainak was like the military head of that corps. They call it this like divisions, Marah Corps, Marah Corps. So that's why he had this little girl called Mizan, very very lovely girl, short hair, and she used to wear this denim jeans jacket, trouser and jacket, all in all, my friend. Okay, so that was the fashion trend of the day. I think she was kind of like a martyr son. I'm not 100% a daughter. I'm not 100% sure, but she was very beautiful. But she wouldn't kind of like adventure to make some kind of communication and socialize with other people. She was very shy, and because she was living with this division head, my friend, big responsibility. I think she didn't want to embarrass him, or maybe kind of like let some information, administration, military, my friend, to the wider public. So she was always limiting herself. She was very shy, very reserved. She wouldn't even throw one little word. So that's why I remember. So this commissariat house, commissioner is in Adrien. Okay? So that's, I just want to give you the summary. So that's 5 years, my friend. History chronicler using music. Okay? Water as money. Okay? So this Sanai. Sanai is not the real one. So this lady is called Sanai Trele. Okay? Sanai Debasai. Okay, so these are like tools. They use them as tools. So they're kind of like a vehicle to get what they want. So they are right at this Sanai. There is Sanai Razene. Okay, coming back all the way to Gondar, my friend, to Wagora province. Okay, to Galinya, Jaramora, all this Armachoho. Okay, so this is why this EO Adogara is always around my EO, my friend. Okay. Is a militia. This is a militia who came just as a camp, military camp, to protect and secure and monitor every trade that's happening in our village to raise him after. Okay, to Zula, to after Aerofine, Commander Massawa, Dankalia, okay, to Assam, whole Saudi Arabia, the whole area, my friend, to the Red Sea, to the Indian Ocean, everything. So this is what they're doing. They want to control and grab hold of it and just take over on us, my life, my kids, everything. Adios. You have a lovely day, guys. I love you, my brothers and sisters. I love you, my kids. Love you, Kanwale. Love you, Mugwale. Love you, somebody. You have a lovely day, guys. Okay? Bye.